Okay, pilots. We'll see if I can get my PT-17 from E-flite together. Here's our leads. I'm hoping that that's all like a wire harness goes straight, because pretty much all the leads are going into this receiver. So we're gonna check on that. But the first thing they want us to do in the instructions is put the landing gear on. There's one of the trailing links there is broke. Well, actually on this one it's the forward link. And believe it or not, Horizon has some in stock and Tower Hobbies has some in stock. So I might go ahead and put this on here, but then I might order a new set of landing gear to put on. Why not? Let's see if I can get this in here right. Gotta line up a bunch of little slots there. There we go. Yeah. Gotta get little slots moved around a little bit. Lined up with the foam. Still ain't got it right. There we go. Just kind of wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. That looks like our one's in. So we're gonna go with the screws. You got 2 by 10 millimeters. They black screws with a countersunk head. They're about 10 millimeters long. It's coarse thread, not fine machine thread, but coarse thread. Get that one started. Of course, this plane's already been put together one time, you know, maybe a couple times, I don't know. So everything should kind of go right together. Snap a few clevises on. It looks like the wing struts just kind of slide down into a slot there, and that's it. It's not like you got 15 screws you got to put in. It might be an easy assembly like the box said. Just kind of put a little bit on it, not a whole lot. There's our landing gear with suspension. Huh? On a biplane, huh? Oh, I want screwdriver. Alright, we got our landing gear on. Now it says to put the tail feathers on these 2 back wings, but I'm gonna go ahead and put my bottom wing on while I get it upside down. Now it has these little lock pins. Little lock pins right here. The line-up pin, it goes up through the fuselage, comes through here, then you slide this around, put it through the little hole there, and it locks it in. How about that, huh? So let's see here, we gotta get some leads hooked up, checking our polarity. No flaps, no electrical landing gear, so we got the left aileron, checking our polarity. We got our right aileron, checking our polarity. Yellow to yellow, black to black. Red's gonna be in the center. And I'm gonna ease them leads. Let's see. I'm gonna at least try to get the connections in there where there'll be a little bit of pressure on they won't just come flying apart. They got a little base there for the rest of the wire to set into. You just gotta make sure it goes in there. No, gotta put this tongue in first. Got a little tongue there. I got a little something in there. I can feel it. You want that wing to just kind of fall right in there. Let's see, where's he at? All right, that feels pretty good there. Let's find that hole. So, it's hard to see. I can't even see the hole yet. The wing's all the way down. Just like outside. Other side here. So that side sticks out a little bit more. Let me see if that hole, where that hole's at on it. I can't see the hole. I cannot see the hole to save my life. Oh my God. Okay. That's got to be the way it's done. I've got to take that screw back out. It don't just roll around because the holes are on the sides, not the top. So there's got to be something else here. That little L bracket's got to go all the way through the hole and have the screw put back in. I'll get the camera down here and let you see it here in just a second. Yep, this way. It's just gonna swing around. Hold that there a second. Well, that ain't good. That's what you gotta do. Get that pin into the hole first, and then you put it in the screw lock. Put just a little bit on. I don't think that pin coming out. All right, let's see what we got here. one's tight. That one's tight. She's tight. Yep, imagine that. As soon as I get up in there and get lined up, no. Can't do it. There's got to be something. It's got to be. Got to be something. It got to be a wire or something in there. Got to be something holding the thing off. Why is it not sticking up there as high as it is? Is it screwed down in there? That's what it does. Yep, screws down there. Got threads on it when you move it up and down. Okay, Eric. Now we know what to do. I think I finally got it. Yeah, there's no wonder little areas here needs touched up. Go touch up. Go touch up there. You just don't want to go in that hole unless you take that screw all the way out. Oh yeah. Well, at least you know it won't come out of it. those in. Our spar. Okay. Make sure elevators are lining up, because it has a tongue lock in it. Go ahead. Uh-oh. Got a little bit of up, and that's usually what you do when you got that gyro receiver in it. It's going to have a little bit of a up. We got that mixed. Okay, let me show you this right quick. Got the pins there. Got the elevator lined up. Oh yeah. There's screws in the elevator. Should be the same as you put in the landing gear. That ain't no 14 millimeter, I can tell you that much. What are they talking about there? They saying it is 3 by 14 millimeter. I don't have no 14 millimeter screw laying here, I can tell you that much right now. So I'm putting those two that I got left over here from the landing gear in it. If they don't fit, then I know it's not the right one, but that other screw I got over there is smaller than this one. That tightened up. Sometimes pilots, them instructions will tell you to use this screw and there won't even be that screw in the pack. And 2 months later they tell you on a YouTube video, well, we left them screws out. Left them screws out. You have to just put something in there that'll work. Alright, got the bottom wing on. Got the latches on. That's where a little lock rods. Okay. So we got 2 short ones. We got 2 short ones. And they've got different angles at the foot. So we got to put the right one right side, I imagine. All right. That looks like top of the wing like that. I got those angles coming straight up to go into the wing, let's hope. Now, here's where these little small screws come in, yeah. Yep, 1.5 by 7 millimeter, and that's this little small. It's a countersunk screw with coarse thread. It's only 7 millimeters long. That black screw is 10 millimeters long. Well, they should have told you to do this before you put that bottom wing on. You can get your screwdriver in there into it. I want to use short screwdriver here. Just going to get them started right now. The bracket, the wing strut goes up underneath this little bracket here that's on it, and the screw goes in from an angle up this way. Don't do that. Stay in the screwdriver. I drop that little screw in that carpet and it's gone. Putting them in there a little ways where it will move just a little bit. And it looks like there's a certain method of putting the ones on the outside onto the bottom wing first. You got to start with an angle to the outside. We want to put, I guess, can't see it, but it looks like the tall one's going to be to the front, so that's going to be over here, right? No. Which way is that going to be going? The wing's going to be in the front, so it needs to go forward. Yep, like so. Okay. So we've got to put this thing in an angle into this slot here. Get it to hook in there. Not like that. You gotta stay in there. You gotta stay in there. You got to stay in there. gonna see. I knew it. Had the wrong side on it, I knew it. As soon as I seen that edge, I said, up, well, there we go. You didn't go in. Now once we get the top wing, all these little slots here lined up and in, we've got some little steel rods that we've got to slide into to lock the wing down. Got a little elbow end of it. So this ought to be interesting. Yes, interesting. Let's see what we can do here. That one lined up. Might have these brackets here on wrong, you never know. Got to see what happens. See if I can get a rod in on this one. Oh yeah, got that one in. Let me look at something right quick. Big one in the back. I really can't tell, pilots. Well, that'd tell me. I think I've got these two brackets on wrong. They ought to have these two brackets right here, different sizes, so that you can't put it on there but one way. They got them both the same size, look the same. You can't half tell what it looks like in the picture. Simple assembly. Build it at the field. Okay, let's try it again. See what we got this time. Oh yeah, I believe that was it. Yep, oh yeah, just like a glove. Get your brackets right, get your struts right, and it'll fit like a glove. If it don't fit good, you got your struts wrong. Okay, let's get this one back in here again now. It was all the same length, so I don't think there's a difference in which one you put where. There's a hole in the wing. It's not in the strut, it's in the wing. You got to slide it through the wing into the strut all the way through. All the way through. Yep, I got some touching up to do. I'm gonna show you that right quick. That pin locking design. Slides all the way through to the back. I gotta tighten my screws up there. I got my pin in. So let me do that right quick before I forget. Okay. These horns are hooked up. They in the last hole to the bottom of the horn, but the top hole on the servo. So that means it's going to be just a little less throw. It's all the way at the end on the rudder, and I've got it in the last hole on the end in the elevator. I'll look in the book and see. But with this plane here, I might have to just bind it with my radio, go in the radio, my NX10. Go in the radio. I'll look up the serial number. There's our center of gravity. He's got 2 dots there for the center of gravity. Go in the radio, put the serial number of this plane onto the radio, push a couple more buttons, and it'll set it all up. All the throws, all the rates. I don't think it puts in expo though. There's a couple other things. All right, let's see here. They got a picture of the plane with the prop on, but I haven't seen the steps to put the prop on yet. Here we go. That's got a it's got a hex in the back of the prop. If you can see it there, that's a hex. But it's got a flat, just a flat spacer there. It goes in to get the prop off of the cowl. But it's got little teeth in it, you know, where to grab a hold of things. So that was on there first. And we're gonna put the prop on. I'm gonna make sure I got it on right. Let me turn it that way so that. And I'm gonna put my hub on. My hub. Uh-oh. Yep. I was thinking maybe it had a backward thread, but no, it didn't. See if my screwdriver fits down in there. There's a small one. Yep. On this one here, that's still gonna slip. I can feel it slipping. So what I do, pilots, when I feel something like that slipping, I get a hold of that prop, get a hold of it good, and I sit there and I just jerk that rod until I feel it start biting. Now it's biting, see, now I can tighten it up. You kind of imitating an impact wrench when you do that. You got it hold and you just banging it. You get it tight and you feel it, then you'll start tightening it up. Now don't go too tight, you might snap that shaft like I've done before. But when one keeps wanting to turn with you like that, you just stick that screwdriver in there and do a couple just jerks. I mean, go into a dance move or something, you know what I mean? Break it out. That's on there now, it ain't coming off. I'm not going, I've got to glue one of my windshields back down, so I'm not gonna worry about that right now. Yeah. Got a magnet holding it, got a tongue groove in the front here. All right, like I said, I'm not gonna set it up tonight. I've already had a little bit longer video than I thought it was gonna be with that wing giving me trouble, but you know how it is, you gotta figure those things out. Got a little scuff in here where it might have tipped over, but hey man, I got a E-flite PT-17 in yellow that you just can't find anymore. I mean, it's in my house. But we're gonna get it out. Heck, I might not even worry about the landing gear, I don't know. But you know, sometimes you're picky. You want a nice little landing gear. Have a good one.